Hello there everyone, welcome back to Ants Authority. Today we will discuss about the topic why are ants digging up sand. In this video we will discuss about this topic in detail, so let's start the video. Ants dig up sand to make an entryway to nest, recruit soldiers, exchange food, avoid contact with predators, regulate temperature and grow fungus. They use legs or mandibles for digging and reach almost 20 to 25 feet deep under the ground. Worker ants usually do this and create nest, while queens and males are not involved. Ants can cause damage to property aesthetics, foundations, and garden landscapes because they can displace soil particles and chew hard concrete material with their mandibles. Accordingly, you have to spread the cinnamon powder and spray a white vinegar solution into the sand to repel these insects hidden under the brickwork and concrete slabs. There are different reasons for these insects to dig up sand and reach areas under the ground. It can be their natural desire to make nests on the ground or under the ground and live there. Most probably, ants are making their way to a nest when you see them digging up sand above the ground. The colony workers make an effort to pile up fine particles of soil around their nest. It helps provide a route to the deeper nest and functions like a lobby in a building. These entryways to nest usually contains piles of sand and plant matter to maintain their structure. These piles serve many different functions according to their size, as it provides a distinct route for the foragers to bring the food inside and reach the inner chambers of nest. Moreover, they have to enter a mound or a raised pile to reach the internal chambers. The mounds or raised piles of sand on the nest serve as checkpoints where the soldiers are recruited to check the incoming insect by detecting their body odors. It is essential to check the entering insects to defend a colony because this checking helps keep predators away from the deep nest chambers, having food, resources, or eggs. In addition, these checkpoints help detect the contaminating particles attached to the bodies of nest members to avoid sanitary risk. Moreover, the recruited soldiers usually differentiate diseased nest members from healthy ones and restrict their entries to avoid the risk of disease transfer in the colony. So these tiny insects usually dig up the sand or soil on the ground surface to create a space for recruiting soldiers responsible for avoiding sanitary risk. Every foraging worker cannot coordinate with the whole colony to pass the food down to the colony, so the mounds serve as a spot for exchanging the food particles. These insects remove the loaded particles from their backs or mouths and leave them in an entryway. After that, they leave ant hill and go back to the food source to bring more food. Other members in a colony, or particularly workers, are responsible for taking these unloaded food particles from entryways to the nest and storing them inside chambers. So the piles of dirt or mounds help exchange food with the workers that are usually present in the entryway and wait for foragers to come and unload the particles. These workers are also responsible for collecting information about the external conditions and sharing the information with other insects deep in the nest to work in a coordinated manner. Ants build small to larger mounds by digging up sand and making raised piles a few feet higher from the ground surface, depending on the size of the nest population. The predators make efforts to reach inside the intricate chambers within the nest to attack the food resources and newly hatched eggs. It is challenging for predators that can mask their bodies with an odor of the colony by touching the nest members and getting entries. Accordingly, these territorial insects develop strategies to keep predators away from their stored food or eggs and build an entryway to reduce the chances of attack. The soldiers recruited at the checkpoint within the mounds check the entries within the nest and allow only the nest members to enter the inner chamber. Thanks for watching the video.